Hello, and welcome to February 16th. Alphas have two new leaders, BRK and XLE at 91%. There they are at 91% each. And we are here at Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company. And we have closed above the third ratio, which happened on February 9th. And we finally got our dipper low today. There's our higher low yesterday. No, 2 days ago was a low, higher low. Yesterday was the lower low, and today was the higher low, and we now qualify for the exit here at 238. And there is our order ticket at 238. So let's review. This is a massive important lesson. Check your order ticket. Have your exit checklist. So our exit checklist here was 1, close above the 30-day moving, close above the third ratio. 2, wait for the dip low. 3, update your journal. And most important, number 4, check your order ticket. That it's imperative that that's done that way. Sorry for the pause there. Okay, moving on now. So we have 91% and 1102 at 417 is the we're looking at 417 on the high at this candle. If we can get a little bit more push and get $500 or $600 out of this, we can cut this O down in half and then get it ready to be retired to the winner circle. Now, review. What is the winner circle? The winner circle is that any issue that has paid back our losses. So right now, BRK owes 1102. When that 1102 is paid off, they're off the lost leaders list and go to the winner circle. Will they come back? Not until all the lost leaders have paid back their money. Now, I know it's a little bit restrictive, but I'm doing it this way because I have a lack of discipline. I like everything, and I'll run a scanner and I'll have too many choices. So the lost leaders keep me nice and corral in going into getting it done. It's a slower process. I don't recommend it for you. I'm just saying what it works for me. But the ultimate point is losers become winners. This is the point. Losers become winners. So we're taking our lost leaders and getting our money back. Now imagine if you had no lost leaders and you're making money on this. You're now looking at profit, 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 right down the line. Now, my daughter, she has a few losses here and there, but does she do what I do? No. She likes doing the scan. She'll run her scan at the end of the day, and then she'll pick what she has out of the scan on the availability of what money she has and does her trade. Is she being successful? Yes, she is. In fact, a year to date, she's ahead of me by a bit, quite a bit. But the bottom line, everybody finds their own niche, their own personality and characteristics in trading. That's what's important to listen to and watch my videos and watch other people's videos and pick up a class here and there. All right, let's go to performance. Here at Alphas, we are only $22 short of 55.33. Yes, 55.33 is our benchmark. And I attribute to the Elvis Shift of February 1st, where we're now holding out for profit on the 3-to-1 ratio. That is the lesson here. We're risking 1 unit to get to 3, and we got our 3. And now we're getting close to maybe cutting this ode almost in half. That's the ultimate point. And that's what I think is really done about turning around the alpha account in the right direction. So that said, let's go on to XLE. And I am going to speed it up a little bit because I have binary options in the wings for a little bit of discussion tonight. So here at XLE with 91%, today we just got the close above the third ratio. So now we're waiting for our higher low, lower low, and higher low pattern above the third ratio to go ahead and, but no, it's got a point. Once this has happened, the third ratio can happen here. I mean, the dipper low can happen here. The point is that we got past the third ratio. Once this is passed, this dipper low can appear anywhere. Like this dipper low appeared here, but this dipper low was before we crossed the third ratio. Had this closing price been above the third ratio, this would have qualified. Now it doesn't. So now it does here because we are above that point. Also, too, note that if when the price retreats and closes below the third ratio, and we have initiated our dip low exit, we do not retreat. Exits do not retreat. That's the thing. Exits do not retreat. Okay, let's go on now and knock off the rest of these guys. XLE at 91. American Express here was at 75 yesterday. Today we picked up 4 extra percentage points, and it's closed above the third ratio, so we're now waiting for the pattern to happen here. If the pattern happens down here, then it happens down here. The bottom line is that the pattern has now been qualified. That qualified is to close above the third. Going on now to American Express. Bank of America is holding a 61, and Bank of America got a nice 61%, but it's not above the third ratio. Now here's going to be a dilemma. What happens if Bank of America hits 100 ROI before it hits the third ratio? Well, then we'll be looking for last bar low. Maybe. I need to speak with Darren Kimoto of Online Trading Academy, my headmaster, on Thursday to ask him his opinion. What do we do with ROIs over 100? I do last bar low, but I heard arguments on both sides of the fence. Go for last bar low. Go for the dipper low. So I'm going to speak with Darren about what his opinions are. Okay, that takes us to Nike at 35. Here is Nike at 35. And now remember, Nike did qualify right there, and the dip low appeared right here below the third ratio. And we're using the dip low. We don't wait for the price to go back above the third ratio. It's already attempted it, it didn't make it, and then it'll have to go for a second attempt. So we're here now, officially here at the 140.80, and it's just barely touched it. It closed at 141, so it's like 20 cents away from being stopped out. But stopped out, it'll be stopped out in positive territory with a little bit of profit. Going on to RCL. RCL now, this is the crazy thing about RCL, and that is this. I don't know who's cruising, and yet look at that. Look at that candle today. It's like, what happened here? And I live about 15 miles north of Long Beach Harbor. A friend of mine owns a small yacht in the Long Beach, about 60-footer, and we go out cruising every once in a while. We went by these ships. There's a few of them out there, big white things, just sitting there in the ocean waiting. So, but the indicators pulled to put a point, and we did it. So there we are. Okay, that takes us now over to the binary options. And over here at binary options, there it is. Now, what has been my problem here? My problem is that I've been operating in the 1 minute chart trying to use my candlestick studies. And the problem is, as you can see right here, look at this. This candle's forming. And I would say, okay, this is going to be going into the low position. And I can go ahead and put a trade right here on anticipation. But the thing is, it turns around. Now, one of the things that had been brought up by one of my other headmaster, Courtney Smith, and he says that you buy into strength. They use stochastics. So here we say, okay, if this is a continuation of a down candle, we would actually go here and say, okay, we're going to go for a put, and there the order is triggered, and now we have to wait and this is a 5 minute chart. So we would be waiting this out to see if it closes below my line, and it looks like it's not going to be. But then again, in 4 more minutes, it might drop down below again, because what? We have a downtrend going down. So that is the dilemma of binary options dealing in this arena. And with that, we're going to conclude tonight's report with losers become winners February 16th with 2 leaders at 91%. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking it out.